And here we go with Class 2. 184-1 leads us off. The Reynolds family. Smoke and Mirror. Much of Burzloff's breeding philosophy. Gathers her pin.
Leave them confused, I always say.
146-1 coming out next. Being, are you serious?
Age on this class is looks like 12th of January to about the 20th of January.
We ain't seen us a good boar fight, like I said. I think we might be getting closer.
We only got one guy with a panel out here. We're not. Well, besides Bryce, he's about to come in with one, but I'm sure he won't.
Come on.
He don't have the people helping people mentality sometimes.
Bryce doesn't get out of bed with a people helping people mentality. You're right.
No, it's a
every man for himself.
Bryce helping Bryce is what it usually is.
196-1.
Those of you that know Bryce at home will find that amusing, but yet somehow pretty accurate too as well.
And those of you that don't know Bryce, now you got a better glimpse of Bryce. $142-1 on the fence, getting a good look. Dan Huff and family. $212-2. Whipple Family's Genetics. You know, that's an interesting take. You know, that boy that wins that last class. But he only weighs 188 pounds. What's the ownership rule for a state fair? I think you could cut that thing and still make a state fair.
And people would be really worried if you brought him, I guarantee you. It's a nice little hog. In Iowa, we had to own them way back. And
oh, Bryce showing with his board.
Texans are used to just not having any rules. So
if you own a pig, you can show a pig.
I've always said if you don't want cheaters, don't have any rules.
Maybe you need to be in the management of more shows.
No comment.
2 rules. Papa said, show up, be on time.
The second is optional.
Bryce has his name on his board to make sure that he remembers who he is.
All joking aside, I think quality-wise in this class looks pretty good so far.
Absolutely. Get up in these bigger ones, there's some usable stuff in here for sure.
The Knights coming in with their entry.
A not low-fronted one.
No.
148-2. A Monopoly main attraction. This 146-1's kind of like that one hockey player that's on a team that they just throw in there to go fight somebody. That dude's looking for a fight.
He'll be in the penalty box before long.
That thing is rugged, shouldered, and stout.
Oh, we got the pen helps got their eye on him. They know
they're on it.
Going to be trouble.
We got us 4 left out here. We're going to reshuffle the top, all of them. $184-1 coming out first. Reynolds family, Smoke and Mirrors, Prodigy. Second one out, 196-1. Smith Farms. Be a goose.
Good looking one there.
Power to Inspire. 184-1 catches a pin back. Oh. Mr. Knight catches a pin back. Young man on the boards, he's on it, making sure nobody gets hurt.
People helping people.
People
Once
helping
again.
people. If you don't use that on the mic the next time, you might not ever get to judge again. After the last couple times I've seen you judge, you got to use it.
That's a definite champion drive speech material
Absolutely.
there.
That's 196.1. It's that goose on a Power to Inspire.
You know, we talk about trends and how we've talked, a lot of people have talked lately about making them taller fronted and more attractive. And the Berkshires have done that, but yet, you know, with some of the other breeds, you do that and you take away some skull width and some structure, but it looks like, you know, the Berkshires have kept that kind of massive bone and width of skull that they're known for, and still trying to make them a little prettier.
I would concur with that. That's
Thank
a
you.
great observation.
Thank you. Write that down. That's twice today he's agreed with me.
Mr. Hogue is getting them reshuffled back in. Gonna reshuffle. Just trying to figure out how many he wants to reshuffle.
I might give Mr. Hogue another deduction. Mr. Whipple went down there in ninth hole. He's got a pretty nice complete board. Needs to get a look at. That's a nice board. Nice class. Another good
Mr.
deep
Whipple's
class.
checking his Facebook in the holding pen over there.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to listen in on us right now.
Probably.
He's paid me fairly well, I'd say, for the comments I'm going to make about him. The night entry comes out second for now.
141-1. McKenna Hood on Monopoly.
A different type than the other two, a little stouter and a little more moderate, but really busted open, and big center rib and body in that one. Price comes out with a really deep flank board pig there.
I don't even know. What if Bryce went to class with that herder board in college?
He made it for a class project in high school, I think. That was his 4-H project. It's color coordinated with the breed he shows, though. That's the good thing about it.
Well, he needs to rethink it because there's more white on there than black. Kind of needs to.
Right.
The distribution of white and black maybe it's a little different. 123.4 on that one, a creature flyby. Mr. Conover goes 3.
Really nice pair here at the top. Tall fronted boars.
Good
has
moving, good looking.
structure to them.
Mr. Hogue is looking back through the holding pins.
I think he's actually looking for his dad in the crowd. That's what I think he's doing. This is a little challenging class for him. Here he goes to the mic to give us his reason.
from the side.
We're having like a community meeting over here at the announcer's table. Nobody knows who's supposed to talk next. Just somebody needs to do something. Oh, I'm gonna yell at him.
Are we still having battery troubles, or what are they doing?
I don't know. Like the blind leading the blind over here. When Ernie Barnes is in charge, it's gonna get fouled up.
Yeah, when you got it.
That's documented. Here comes Mr. Hogue.
Class 2 Berkshire Gilts once again represent a tremendous amount of quality, and I'm sure that boar stud owners could tell some interesting stories about the groups of people that go through study hogs, and one group might love a boar, the next group might think, you know, he's the undoing of the breed. And so it's always interesting to talk to people about hogs and where they think. I know as a show dad, one of the toughest things to remove is your bias of what you own or your bias of what you bred, because we need to like our own stuff if we're trying to work hard at home putting genetics together. I tell you, when I go to a boar stud, whether it's right or wrong, the hind leg design, once again, has got to be right, and they got to work off that hock, because if we lose a joint at home, that pig is officially not going to make the A-team. And so we start there, and then we build the extra intangibles and uniqueness from there when I go study hogs. And I think the two that we've got out here have the fundamental build and design and the agility to really make that next generation better. The 184-1 Boar ties a little nicer curvature up front in his blade. I think his forearm and knee and his front foot sets incredibly good. The Boar's got extension from his blade forward. He's got extension from his blade to his hip. Then I think he has a really, really pretty muscle shape down his top. He's a lean boar. He's got muscle. He let that hock go behind his testicles and drive, and I like that a good deal. That's a good boar to start. Really like the tall fronted, length of rump, and the hock set in this boar in second. Tremendously good. Got a big breeding boar forearm set in him. I like that about the boar. You know, this guy maybe just a little more hesitant up front relative to our class winner, but I think this guy is going to do nothing but get better. Got a big stout root at the base of his tail. That's a dense skeleton Berkshire boar that's in a big frame, long-bodied package. I think that one's good, very good also. The 123-4 Boar coming out next, got a really nice balance to him, got a good look up front in terms of his head and shape, and this boar offers as much muscle as maybe any hog we've got within class. What I like so much about him is ham loin is good and his tail set's good. I'd like to change the shape to his flank line just a notch out here, but I think that is a really good ham loin Berkshire boar that offers a tremendous amount of muscle and still got a fresh look up front. Those top three, very, very powerful. If you have a wide built, moderate Berkshire Gilt at home that's conservative in her color markings, the Berkshire Born 4 might be for you. Incredible presence and look from a profile. The problem is, in a three-dimensional ring, he runs out of horsepower on both ends of his skeleton. Built right, good extension, just need to make him just a little wider built. The built boar that comes next got that a little bit extra width of rib and blade and power. This guy's really opened up to the center part of his cage. I study his foot and bone mass relative to his body mass, a little different, like to clean his hock joint up just a shade. I think it's a good sign if your pig is sounder than you are to the point you can't keep up with him, we need to study the structure in this gentleman's hog, because his boar got away from him a little bit out here. That means the boar's sounder maybe than you at this particular day. I'm not sure. But this is a beautiful built boar, really good in terms of his agility. I didn't know where his stoutness, his skeleton set. I had him as high as third, and then I settled him where I did. I want to open him up in his upper rib just a nickel, but I would encourage you to get that boar out back in the barn, because I think his skeletal quality holds great value long term. Boar coming out next, front 2/3 are good, big blade, big form. I just need to wrap a little more horsepower behind when he goes away. Then the remaining 4 boars that we've got, to me, they're boars that sorted on their hind leg design and structure. Got a powerful one here that's a little wide walking, got a muscle hog here that's a little stilty behind. Our final pair of boars, hock designs, just aren't going to work for me today at this particular juncture.
Here are the results in our Berkshire show. Congratulations to those exhibitors. Reynolds family of Lebanon, Indiana, 184-1 had your class winner. Second in the class was 148-2, Night Genetics of Armstrong, Illinois. Third in the class, Bryce Conover, 123-4 of Baxter, Iowa. Fourth in the class, Smith Farms, Princeville, Illinois, 196-1. And fifth in the class was McKenna Hood of Park Hill, Oklahoma, 141-1. Placings from the top down: 10, 3, 5, 8, 6, 11, 2, 1, 4, 7, 9.